Just lay off the music videos and spinny horses. A Yellowstone movie now seems like a good idea after Taylor Sheridan's rinse and repeat way before series finale. As the seasons of Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone trudged on, it became increasingly clear that the plot was stuck in a rut, simply treading water. When a series sets out to shake things up, it often starts by breaking free from the mold, offering us something we didn't know we needed. But somewhere along the way, that spark can fade, and what once felt like an adventure worth following starts to feel more like déjà vu. Take Yellowstone, for example. When it first aired in 2018, it was an adrenaline shot for TV fans. You could almost hear the winds of change blowing through the prairies as the show promised to be something raw, something bold. The characters were tough as nails, the scenery was jaw-dropping, and Kevin Costner as John Dutton? Well, it was pure gold. As the seasons went by, the show's initial fire started to flicker and fade. Season 3 had the promise of ramping things up, offering that high-octane drama that would have viewers hooked. But then, things took a turn. Rather than unfolding in new and exciting ways, it felt like we were caught in a never-ending loop, going round in circles, rehashing the same old conflicts with little to no payoff. With every new episode, the story seemed to stall, leaving fans wondering if there was more to the story or if it had run out of gas. Could a Yellowstone movie be the perfect final act? Imagine for a moment, what if a Yellowstone movie, instead of another season, could wrap everything up? A tightly packed, action-driven, emotionally charged cinematic event that could bring closure to all those messy, unresolved family feuds and land wars. No dragging things out with filler plots, no more treading water. Just one explosive, unforgettable conclusion. Isn't that what we needed? Kevin Costner, as John Dutton, carried the weight of the show with a presence that made you believe every hard decision and every fight for survival. You couldn't help but get hooked. What seemed like a carefully constructed drama about loyalty and empire building eventually spiraled into a game of repetition. Yellowstone seemed to be stuck in a cycle, with conflicts dragging on longer than they should have. It didn't move the needle. It just kept spinning its wheels. As we approached the end of the series, it became clear. Maybe it was time to call it a day and go out with a bang. And honestly, a Yellowstone movie might be exactly what the fans ordered. The real kicker here is Taylor Sheridan, the creator of Yellowstone. This is the man behind some of the most gripping TV and film of recent years. Yet, as much as he's gifted at weaving intricate stories, it feels like he was running a rinse-and-repeat show right now, one that's hitting a wall with the audience. Fans and critics agree Yellowstone's formula was running thin. Fans suggest that the core story and characters were already well developed in Season 1, and that Yellowstone's plot could have been condensed into a more focused, streamlined experience like a movie. One fan, expressing their thoughts on the show's trajectory, put it best. It's a solid point. In the earlier seasons, Yellowstone had all the ingredients to be a deep dive into power dynamics and family loyalty, yet it's often bogged down by superfluous visuals and an overused soundtrack. The show had so much potential, but after a while, it felt like we were revisiting the same ground over and over. Now, think about it. What if Taylor Sheridan took this already rich world and packed it all into a cinematic experience? His track record with movies is nearly flawless. Hell or High Water, Sicario, and Wind River are just some examples of his ability to deliver strong, focused narratives that hit home. A Yellowstone movie could harness that same energy, cutting out the unnecessary filler and delivering a polished, no-nonsense conclusion. No fluff, no filler. Just pure storytelling.